This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2005 Ford F450 regular cab with a long flatbed with obviously work box, dual rear wheel. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's 4-wheel drive. It's an XL, which is crank windows, but we did recover the seat very recently with cloth, so it's not so sweaty and yucky. Anyway, let's see what else. It has 169,000 miles. It was a dealer trade-in to Woodhouse Ford in Nebraska. We saw this truck. It was a good price, so we bought it. We brought it here, and we did not like the way the engine sounded. It had a little bit of too much blow-by. Didn't like the way the engine sounded. So we bought a used motor for it. Did a compression test out of the truck to make sure it all had 400 across the board, and it did. And then we rebuilt the motor because while it's sitting there, it's a lot easier to work on. So it's completely rebuilt motor. It had blow-by and bad noise. That's what my guys wrote here. It's bored 20 over, ARP head stud, so it's head studded. New pistons and bearings. It's bulletproofed. We did a bulletproof EGR cooler, Ford oil cooler, new IPR, Rotella oil and coolant. Got a new glow plug harness and all 8 glow plugs. The only thing not on the motor, not replaced, is the high pressure oil pump. That's it. So basically you have a completely rebuilt motor, all right? And it runs great. It's not very attractive, as you can see. It's got, I'm gonna walk around, I'll point and stuff. My brother's already taken this thing out for pictures. See, it's kind of got a little dent right here. And obviously this piece of plastic is cracked. We didn't replace this stuff because I don't think anyone who buys this is gonna go to a car show with it. So, there's your locking hubs front. Nice tread on the tires. If you are curious about or you care about the cosmetics, then please just go over the pictures. There's a little magnifying glass in our ad that you can drag across the pictures in the gallery, and click on that. You can zoom in. In the gallery, you won't see this black down here. I just did that because I didn't like the way it looked. Had a little bit of rust there, not too much, but enough, and I didn't like it. So I just used some bed liner spray and did that. Okay. The goal here is to keep people informed. We don't hide anything. That wasn't a ploy to hide rust or anything. It's just I didn't like it, and I'm telling you about it. And you'll be able to see in the pictures that it was there. Okay. But now it's not. So there you go. And hopefully it won't get worse because I did that. But we wouldn't invest the kind of money we have in that motor, which is a fortune, if we didn't like this truck. So it's got these guys up the top here. Obviously he's been ripped off because he put some, the previous owner put these latches on top also. You don't see that every day. The locks are popped out, so that's probably why he did it. Somebody at some point has appropriated his tools. So, you can lock them twice. You got some rails. If you want to take the truck boxes off, you can make it into a big stake bed trailer. Flatbed, I mean. So you got this board here that slides into this deal that makes sort of a bed back here. I'm going to tell you right now, that fuel tank back here, it's about 100 gallons. The pump on it, I am not even going to try. Those things, I've got a trailer over here. I just brought that stupid pump and it doesn't work. So, pumps, no. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm not even going to turn it on. We don't even want to know if it works or doesn't work because you can buy them at Harbor Freight for nothing and they always break, and not dealing with it. Probably best to get a hand cranking one. Those are the ones that work. Okay. A little shelf in there. More shelves in there. I guess you could use an inverter. You got a plug there. So if you want to use that, you can use an inverter, which I did not see in this truck. Boom, boom. There's that. There's some money in these truck boxes, I'll tell you that much. Those are expensive boxes. Those diamond plated truck boxes. Expensive. Alright, let me fire this guy up. your mileage exactly. 169,663, but about 10 on a completely rebuilt motor. Like I said, the only thing that's not brand new on this motor is the high pressure oil pump. That's it. And that's a lot. Okay, I'm going to show you the Carfax here real quick. There's the VIN. There's the date of the Carfax. Accident damage reported, left rear. I would imagine whoever hit the left rear of this truck is probably in the hospital still, because it backed into a parked vehicle. So this truck backed into somebody. So they're not in the hospital, but their truck is in the hospital, or their car, or whatever this thing backed into, because this thing won that fight. It's hard to imagine backing into this thing with this truck. I didn't see any excessive dings to the left rear of this truck, so I'm pretty sure the car that it hit in the parking lot is dead on arrival. Woodhouse Ford is who we bought it from. Okay, it was signed up to Wheel Kinetics, which is us, and this is our current title. This is all in the ad. Like I said, we recovered this seat. We opened the hood. It's an ugly truck. It's not, I don't know if it's ugly, but on a 1 to 10, it's probably a 3 in looks. But mechanically, it's a 10. That's a beautiful thing. And if it had any blow-by at all, I would hang somebody. All right, let's see. There's your Ford stamp there, so that's an original fender. Ford stamp there on the core support. New battery on this side. New battery on this side. Let's see. Ford stamp right there. Should be another Ford stamp right there. When you see the Ford stamps, you know that they're original parts. When people wreck them, they don't put Ford parts back on. They buy Korean stuff for about $10 and slap them on. So, you know that. Now, kind of interesting. The truck does have tilt, and it does have cruise, which obviously somebody special ordered this, because most work trucks do not have either tilt or cruise. Let me turn on the air, because it's, believe it or not, it's about 95 in Tucson today. It's they say it's going to be 100 this weekend. I don't think so. I have a feeling we've been about 2 weeks away from 100. Whatever, no sissies and crybabies, right? Alright, so there's tow on and off. I'm doing that right here. See? Boom, boom. Alright. Air conditioning, blowing ice cold. Turn it down a little bit so you can hear me. It does have a radio, but I'm told that you can't see it. For some reason, the display's not there. But it works fine. So it works fine, but you can't see the display. I doubt that matters to the next guy also. There's all the trailer stuff. Alright, let's see. Let me move this guy forward here a little bit. Test the four-wheel drive. Alright. Let me slide the seat forward a little bit. I'm kind of a midget. Alright, let's see. Neutral. Now we're going to go all the way back to 4 low. We're in 4 low now. Drive. Wow, that's definitely 4 low. And reverse in 4 low. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to go to 4 high. Let's see, we're in 4 high now. 4 low, lights off. Drive. There we go. You can drive a little bit quicker in 4 high. That 4 low was brutal granny gear. You can probably walk faster than this truck when it's at 4 low. Alright, now I'm going to go back to neutral. Go back to 2 high. Boy, that shifter is easy. Alright, let's go for a ride. This truck's on a clear title. Like I said, it was a dealer traded in Nebraska. I heard about it, bought it. Had a crappy motor when we got it, which sucks because they told me it had a good motor, but it didn't. We fixed that. This thing is completely put back together. The motor has new rods and bearings, new pistons, APR head studs. Those are expensive. We did that also. bulletproof DGR cooler, new Ford oil cooler, IPR, coolant, Rotella oil, etc. Glow plug harness, all 8 glow plugs are new. This is a nice running truck, okay? Air's blowing ice cold, new seat cover, new batteries. The only thing I'm not going to tell you is good is that pump, because I never even tried it. My guys went back there for about 2 seconds, said they couldn't get it to run. I said we're not wasting more than 1 second of our time on a pump because they drive me crazy, like I said. So if you need it to work, if you need that to work or whatever, go buy a hand crank one because they're the ones that work. This is a big truck, boy, and it's going pretty good. Actually, it goes pretty quick for such a large truck. Let's see. If you come to Tucson and drive it home, you're going to pay tax and dock fee. Dock fee is $250. Tax is your state plus our city of 2%. So if you come here, you'll pay your state plus our city of 2% and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you pay is agreed upon price. Once we receive your wire, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We'll notarize it, sign it off to you, scan it into your online file so you'll be able to see it immediately. And then we'll mail it to you. We would scan in the envelope, we mail it in. All right? Let's see. Obviously, you'll get the mail probably before you get the truck. And then the truck will show up. You go to motor vehicles, get your plates. It's very simple. Deposit. Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it is for sale. So please make sure you get your deposit in. This is going to be priced probably higher than people think when they see the miles on it. So the people who actually watch the video and read the ad are going to get the deal here, okay? They're going to realize why it's priced the way it's priced. It's going to be priced more than you think based on the miles because it's got a brand new frickin' motor in it, okay? At least a rebuilt motor and well rebuilt. That is why, okay? So please make sure the people that realize this will be all over it. We have a lot of followers, so it probably won't last a long time. Get your deposit in quickly so you don't get beat out. It's $500. Once we get your deposit, we put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelconnects.com and you know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale, okay? Last part of it is the warranty speech. There is no warranty, okay? We can't do warranties on things that, you know, aren't here in Tucson that we can't look at. This is a rebuilt motor, but we are not warranting the rebuild on the motor, okay? It is what it is. We're not going to tell you that it's not going to break the next day. Will it break the next day? Hell no. But could it? Sure it could. You know, I mean, who knows? I mean, I just had a Honda Civic that we just sold with a $5 brake switch that we bought in brand new brake switch, and it stuck and it burned up the rotors and the brake pads on this car. We had to replace the rotors and brake pads because the switch that was brand new that we installed in this car blew up on us and melted the brakes. So, you know, things happen, okay? It's a hell of a truck. By the way, it's a 450 and we're on the worst road in America right now, which is what all the roads in Tucson look like. Like we're in frickin' Bolivia. That's because idiots run our city. Anyhow, anyway, just know that we did a hell of a job on this motor, but at the end of the day, if something breaks, you're going to write a check for it, okay? We don't like people wondering what's going to happen if something happens, and that's what's going to happen, all right? Anyway, thank you for your time. Please go over the ad, look at the pictures. Everything's there. Thank you.